Today, well, first and foremost, I always like to invite anybody out that want to come and worship us with us at 1604 East Overthorpe Boulevard. The name of our church is the House of Israel. And we start service every Saturday at 1 o'clock. Every Saturday at 1 o'clock, which God calls the Sabbath. So we're going to get right to this lesson. I'm going to give you the title. The title is The Hidden Children of God. The Hidden Children of God. The children of God is very, very important for us to know who they are today in the world. Mainly why they're so important is because they're the ones that God entrusted with salvation. If you don't get it by Israel or God's people, you will not get salvation. You cannot come up with any other religion in this world and think just because you call on the name of Jesus that you're going to be saved. Period. God has a certain amount of laws, certain laws you must go by. He has certain statutes you must go by. He got certain, he very meticulous in how he wants you to worship him. Very meticulous. Even down to your food that you eat on your plate. So you got so many people that really think God is just going to accept them just because they called on the name of Jesus. The devil called on the name of Jesus.
That's right.
All day. So we got to make sure we show y'all from the scriptures now, not from what we saying, from the scriptures, who are the children, the hidden children of God, because they are hidden today in pure sight. And people see them all day, every day, but do not acknowledge them as God's children. And it's very important that we know. And most of all, the ones that are the children of God, that they know, so they can go and teach the nations. Because we got a job. We got a job to do. So we're going to turn to Psalms 147, verse 19. Because they are very disrespectful to the children of God. The children of God being killed today. The children of God being raped today. The children of God being given long sentences in jails today. The children of God being molested today. And they don't understand they are hurting the apple of God's eye. That's what we got to understand. So we must bring this out in the lesson so you know that who is God's children. We're going to turn to Psalms 147. We're going to start at verse 19. When I say God give only salvation through Israel, the book backs me up on this. Psalms 147, verse 19. Go ahead, brother.
He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
If you don't know who Jacob is and Israel is, we're going to find out in this lesson. Those are the hidden ones. Those are the people that most of the world are abusing today. Hurting. Go ahead.
He has not dealt so with any nation.
Wait a minute. He said what? He has not dealt with no other people. No other people. When he talk about nations, he's talking about all the Chinese nation, the Russian nation, the European nation, all these different types of nations in the world that we know of, he haven't even dealt with them. Wow. He haven't dealt with them. So if you think you can get salvation going any other way besides the people of God, you sadly mistaken. Sadly. And I used to think, well, shoot, man, you can get salvation anyway. As long as you call on the name of Jesus and confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord, you saved. That's a lot of these preachers teach you. If it ain't the whole truth, it's a lie. It ain't no halfway. It's just like me telling you that you're a little pregnant. Can you be a little pregnant? No. So you got to have the whole thing. So we're going to give you the whole thing. Pick that up in verse 20 again.
He has not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord.
He said, he haven't dealt with no other nation. As for his judgments, meaning that his laws,
That's right.
they don't know them.
That's right.
But they calling on the name of Jesus. But the hidden ones, the hidden children of God understands how to give people salvation through knowledge. But we got a set of people out there today, which is the nations, they want to make sure that you are dumbing down. You don't know who you are. And they're going to do everything in their will to keep us right at the bottom where we at today. But you don't have to be at the bottom mentally. You can be at the top mentally. But so many people focus on money, materialistic stuff, they don't focus on the knowledge of God.
That's right.
He'll give you whatever you want, most of the time. But if you get understanding knowledge, you'll say, man, I don't really need that. Focus on salvation. Let's go to Psalms 83, same book. These people are hidden, right in plain sight. And these nations are put upon earth to keep us hidden. I'm going to show you. They don't want you to know that you are the children of Israel. The so-called Negroes in America scattered all over the world. You are the chosen people. You are the hidden people that most of the world don't know who you are. Psalms 83, we're going to start with verse 1. I'm going to show you that these people are taking crafty counsel. They sit down thinking about what can we do to keep these people as dummies. What can we do? Go ahead, brother, verse 1.
Keep not thy silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God.
Go ahead.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult,
Thy enemy make atonement,
and
meaning
they
they're making a trap
right.
for you. A trap. Go ahead.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
The ones, these enemies hate you. If you don't see it today, how they hate black people, I'm just using black people as so people know in the world. They hate you. They kill you. They put you in jail for long sentences when you just did something small. Like sold some drugs on the street, you get 30 years. 30 years for selling drugs and now they legalize and say it's okay. The main because they do that because they're protecting their investment. They don't want you to go out there and form your own pharmacy. Let's say the people on the street have street pharmacists. But they give them guys longer sentences than people killing people. But that's one thing. But listen to what he say here. Go ahead.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Wait a minute. He said they have taken crafty, meaning that they sat down, put this stuff on paper to make sure that we keep them dumb. Keep them always running, working hard jobs, don't give them good insurance, don't give them health care, keep their mind on paying bills, keep their mind on wanting things in the world, just keep their minds like that. We can't give them too much money now. They might sit down and have an opportunity to think about this book. We got to keep them running. They have taken care of crafty counsel. And he said, consult it against thy hidden ones. That's what the lesson's all about. Israel is hidden. And I'm going to show you where they're hidden at. Go ahead.
They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may no more, the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
He said, let us cut us off from being a nation, that the name of Israel. Y'all didn't know who Israel was until you met me. Most of y'all. Only this brother right here knew. Most people didn't know who the name of Israel was. Just like me, I didn't know until he introduced it to me, Israel. And Israel is written all over this Bible.
Amen.
But they get these people confused of God's people, that the people over in the land are God's people. Those people are not God's people. And I'm going to show you that today. He said, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel be erased. When we came off from slave ships into the Americas, they beat us down so much that we didn't want to remember nothing but what they wanted us to do to keep that pain off our behinds. Period. They don't want you to remember no other customs. Your dietary laws, your feast days, the Sabbath, none of that. They want to erase that. And They did a pretty good job.
Yes, yes.
Real good job. Go ahead.
Verse 5. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee.
They Confederate. Where you think they get the sons of Confederate from? The Confederate flag. This stuff just don't pop up. It's already in the book, but we don't take time to read this book. I didn't take time. Let's see who cut them off from being a nation. Go ahead.
The tabernacles of Edom and the Israelites of Moab and the Hagazim.
He said the tabernacle of Edom. You don't know who Edom is? Those are the Gentiles. The Europeans, the white folks. The Ishmaelites, that's the Arabs. The ones that in the land today. You got to know who the players are in the book. He said, all these people right here said, we're going to be Confederate. Our first slave master wasn't the Egyptian or the Africans. It was Arabs. When Joseph was sold into slavery, he was sold to the Arabs.
Yes.
But you got so many people out here saying, Assalamu alaikum, my brother. Bean pie. I'm looking at them, man, you don't even know who you are. You are hidden in your mind, mentally, about this book. You don't have the knowledge. And I got a lot of brothers that I know that are Muslims. But we got to know the player. These people have consulted against them. Take some time to go through and look at all these different names. These are the nations that say, look, I don't care what's going on in the world, we cannot let them Israelites understand who they are. Because they're smarter, they're bigger, they're more athletic. They got all the intangibles that most of us do not have. All of them.
That's right.
Who prettier than Israel? Who's stronger than Israel? We are. We're the most beautiful people in the world. Who got the best skin than Israel? Nobody. God built us so perfectly that the sun is our friend. Everybody else, they getting cancer. We go out in the sun, it energizes us. Do some research on the melanin in your skin. And you got these black folks out here trying to bleach their skin looking white. Come on, man. Be proud of you. They have taught us how to hate ourselves. If you're too dark, get back. And they look at us and say, man, you know what? We got to erase all that good stuff that they learned from their nation of Israel. And they did a good job. Jump down to verse 12. Go ahead.
Verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
Who said, let us take to ourselves the house of God in possession?
Keep going.
O my God, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind. As the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame sets the mountain on fire.
He said one thing here I want you to know. These are the places. Take it off there. Take it off still. I want to show y'all some pictures of it. Turn on. Well, this is what we're talking about right here. We just want to show you some pictures so you can understand who are the hidden ones in the world. It's a grenade. So you're trying to mess up my little feed. We gonna get it right. Appreciate it. Trying to connect. Well, we just want to show you some pictures about these hidden ones. Let's start this whole process over. That's my fault. Okay, go do it later. See, technology ain't my forte.
You do way better than me.
So new, y'all. I want to show y'all these pictures just to make sure. Start at the top, bro. Start back at 1. Okay.
Psalm 33,
Yes,
verse 1.
very 1.
Keep not thy silent, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God.
Mm-hmm.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
And let certain people hate you. Go ahead.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones.
The hidden ones are Israel, as we're going to find out where they are hidden at. Go ahead.
They have said, Come and let us cut off. Come and let us cut them off from being a nation,
Mm-hmm.
that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
He don't want you to remember that. And they have formed a confederate, as we said. And what place can you cut Israel off from? What can you put them at in the world? In jail. They want to make sure they put you in jail to keep you working. Free labor. Just like out here in the world, they want to keep us working hard, so we won't think. We won't think about nothing but paying bills. And that's what we got to see. These hidden ones are hidden in prison houses. Jump down to verse 12. Go ahead.
Who said, Let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession?
Okay. Go ahead.
O my God, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind,
Mm-hmm.
as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountain on fire.
Okay. This is what I want y'all to see. Just a visual so you'll understand that where God people at. This is jailhouse, hidden ones. And this is a chart for the United States incarceration rate by race in 2010. Look at the number of whites here. 380. Number of Latinos, 966. Look at the blacks. How many people that are in prison? Over 2,000 people right now. Just in 2010. These big brothers are locked up just as well as sisters. They're hidden in these houses. Making sure that you get a visual. These are God's chosen people, and they lock them up for a long time. Sometimes these brothers and sisters be innocent. Spend 30-some years in prison for nothing. Say that a white woman got raped by this black man. Spent 30-some years and didn't even do it. These are God's people that they really don't understand that God is really pissed off about this. He wanted you to punish him now. Don't get me wrong. If God wanted you to punish, he wanted them to punish you, but not the way they are punishing us. They lock you up, kill you in jail, break your arm, break your legs, abuse you, rape you, all this stuff. He didn't want them to do that. He just wanted to punish you. These are the things that we got to see visually about these hidden ones coming off these slave ships. But jump down and finish where we at now. Where is it?
Verse 15.
Go ahead.
So persecute them with thy tempest,
Mm-hmm.
and make them afraid with thy storm.
How you persecute somebody? With the temper, the power that you have. We don't have no power here. What power we have? We writing laws? Do we have any statutes? Oh, we gonna vote them out. You can't vote nobody out. Who you believing? They got you believing this lie. They showed us in the president election last year. All the popular votes that y'all kept running to the polls for, guess what? 270 votes got Donald Trump in office. And they do it to y'all every year. 270 electoral votes elect the president. Stop fooling yourself. What they call that? The college, what they call it? Electoral college. Yeah. They got it set up. But Israel's so dumb that they think they're really doing something. They really think they're electing a president. God elect presidents, as we already found out in the previous lesson. Well, go ahead. What verse you at?
16.
Go ahead.
Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Lord.
See, God wanted them to fill their faces with shame. He understands the strength of Israel. Sometimes we can get a little prideful, get too fixated on our beauty, get so fixated on our strength, get so fixated on the level of skills we have, then we forget about God. God said, I got to go ahead and hide these for a minute. And I'm going to show you where you hide them at. Go ahead.
Let them be confounded and troubled forever.
Mm-hmm.
Yea, let them be put to shame and perish.
What's the most shameful being put in jail for nothing? And people saying, man, he really didn't do nothing. Yes, he did. He broke the laws of God. Israel have a statute on us where we get persecuted 7 times more than any other nation. You can read that in Leviticus chapter 26. 7 times more than any other nation. So you understand why this brother get more time or why this sister get more time than this white brother or white sister. Understand that. Because we got a stricter guideline on us. Because God entrusts the laws and statutes with us. But these preachers that we got leading us on Sunday, they don't go into the book and read this stuff. They said that's been done away with. We still go to prison. Now, last time I checked, he wants us to come back to him. I'm going to stop right there. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 42. Isaiah 42 and 21. Let me show you about these hidden ones, where they're hidden at. These are God's people. Isaiah chapter 42 and 21. We normally do a lot of this stuff during the month of February, but I felt like it's needed to do it now. Because they are abusing God's people, shooting them, killing them. And you got some other people saying, oh yeah, they deserve it. They should be resisted. The man just trying to tell you, I ain't do nothing. How is that resisting? What happened to freedom of speech? So many of us think you got freedom of speech. You better shut up and do what that man tell you to do. Or you're going to be right here, what we about to read about. Isaiah chapter 42 and verse 21. Go ahead.
The Lord is well pleased for his righteousness' sake. He will magnify the law and make it honorable.
Understand what he's saying? God said, I got a law. No matter if it hurts you or help you, I'm going to make sure it's carried out. When you break the laws, these curses coming on you. If you obey them, the blessings coming on you. Let's see where the hidden ones at. Go ahead.
But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes.
They're robbed and spoiled. They talking about spoiling you like with gifts and all that stuff. No, they take all those spoils away from you. They take everything away from you. What are they hidden at? Go ahead.
And they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey, and none delivereth, for a spoil, and none says restore.
He said they are hid in prison house. Look at these brothers right here. They hid in the prison house. Just making sure you see this. We all in there. And sisters too. They got a high rate too. Hid in the prison house. What other nation in the world got more people in jails than we got? Nobody.
None, brother.
Go ahead.
Verse 23. Who among you will give ear to this?
Who among you gonna hear this? Oh, that man just talking about the Old Testament. Oh man, that's long gone. Go down in your jail and visit these people. Go down to Dougherty County Jail and see, count them for yourself. See how many blacks in there and see how many whites in there. See if this book is lying. Only way people start acknowledging this and seeing it when their kid get locked up. Want everybody to come and help, talk to them, talk to them. No, you need to talk to other kids while they out now. And your kid out.